then, of course, the other thing that I always suggest everyone to have in their arsenal is a little blush brush. You know, but anyways, or, you know, a soft bristle. How are you doing, YouTube? I'm Thomas of Tomology. I'm going to do a clean out of my daughter's PC. Right now, her 3060 Ti is vertical. I'm going to put it horizontally in here. It has blue water. She wants to go to pink. I don't have the pink water just yet, though. But I'm going to go ahead and clean it out, and need to make sure the fans are clean. It's been probably about 8 months since I've cleaned this one. So I'm going to go through and I'm going to clean it out. So got everything here. Got me some distilled water. I got my little air gun. I don't like canned air. Canned air to me, you have moisture within canned air. So for me, I don't like canned air. So let's try to get the camera just right. I'm going to adjust the camera. I'm going to bring it down just a little bit. All right, let's lock that right there. All right, so that's her PC right there. So I already took the back part off, so it'd be a little easier. It is the 011 Dynamic. Gotta pull the glass off. So I suggest maintenancing your PC at least every 6 months, at least. Your longevity, I mean, come on, this is a lot of money. I mean, even hers, I don't even know what that one's to. Even hers, you know, has the 11700K in it. You got a Maximus 7 motherboard, Intel, the 3060 Ti, also Asus. There was no pun intended on doing those, but she likes these like little bitty toys. You know, she likes putting this stuff in here. So let me get that in there. There we go. There's a toy. These little bitty perler beads or whatever. They make these beads and they heat them up. Little stickers everywhere. So again, like I said, she got this water in here. It's blue. She liked it at first. She changed her room to all pink. So we're gonna do that. My tubing runs, they're kind of crappy right now. I'm actually gonna try to find a water block for this and for the 3060 Ti, and I'm gonna run it differently in here with a water block. I just don't know what I really want to do. It's cool for the water, but I actually might go with an AIO on hers. So first thing I do, because it's on vertically mounted, the first thing I like to do so nothing gets messed up is I take the vertical mount extension, the riser cable, and I take it off first before I do anything. So then I do my power. We're gonna get in here, and not a big one. I got a little bitty one of the iFix. It's not the Nano or the Mini, but it is a smaller one. I mean, I use this thing for everything, not just PCs. I mean, it can be used for a lot. And this is a non-sponsored video. This is just me. Gonna try to do a real quick, easy tear down. Like I said, I'm going to basically put the video card vertically in here. So there we go. There's that nice video card. It is just a 3060, but you know what? She gets at 2K at 14.4, 27 inches. She gets somewhere around, in Fortnite, she runs at 180 frames on high. So I do like it. It was a nice one. It is on performance mode. So first thing I do is, of course, you know, this came out. So Let me go ahead and turn that off real quick. All right, so the first thing you want to make sure that you don't do, the first thing is you don't want these fans to spin. You want to hold the fan, and every single fan in here, you want to hold the fan. You just want to get up in the fan, and you want to get up inside the coils right here. Just make sure it's all blown out, nothing's there. You can blow out your HDMIs and your display ports on this side right here. So I'm going to go ahead and put that to the side, because like I said, this is actually going to go in this way whenever I put it in. That way she has more room for her little knickknacks, and she has some more that she wants to put in here, and she just couldn't do it before. But her little knickknacks, her little stuff in here. So, of course, she's getting older. She's gonna be 15, so she's wanting to change everything out in here. All right. So what's next on the agenda? I think what's next is I need my longer screwdriver. Alright, came back, got my longer screwdriver. Forgot I needed it for this case here. I do have a lot, there's actually a lot of dust on this one. So I'm going to go ahead and take the front glass off as well. And again, if I mute the audio, it's because this was too loud. But if in post edit, if I'm able to talk, I'll you'll hear me talking. If not, it'll be muted for just a moment. So one thing I do is I go from top down. And the reason why I go from top to down is the same thing when we're taking a shower. What do you wash first when you get in the shower? Do you wash your body? Do you wash your feet? Do you wash your face? Do you wash your hair? What do you wash first? Me? I wash my hair first. Might not have much, I'm not bald, but I keep my hair pretty short. But I wash my hair first because any dirt that's up here runs down and gets everything else dirty. So if you wash this last, then you're just re-dirtying up your body. So again, I start from the top sections of this and I work my way down. So again, you've seen how much this dust filter it was able to take in. So it takes in quite a bit. I just clean them. Sometimes if they got too bad, I keep it very clean in my apartment. I'm disabled, so I mean I have a lot of time to make sure everything stays clean. Every once in a while I have a rough day or a rough week and I don't get everything done, but I'm pretty anal on keeping everything clean, especially my daughter's room. I get her to make sure She keeps everything clean. So this right here is the last for the holder for the vertical mount. So again, you gotta make sure you're holding these fans. J2Sense did a good video, and he has the actual meters to test everything and show how much metering by allowing, you know, air to spin your fans. I know it looks cool. You can make it decide, make noises, but it's actually really bad for your PC. So. With some other people, they always forget, especially on a case like the Lee & Lee. Go ahead and put the filter back in here. I think it goes this way. What they forget about is the power supply. People always forget about the power supplies on these. So, don't make fun of my wire management now. So, this is where I'm going to be draining it. But you got to make sure your power supplies are also clean. Alright, so pretty much all the dust is out. So now I'm going to grab something to drain all this water. So I'm going to drain the blue water, and then I'm going to fill it, rinse it out a couple times, and fill it with the just some clear distilled water. And then, of course, the other thing that I always suggest everyone to have in their arsenal is a little blush brush. You know, but anyways, or, you know, a soft bristle paintbrush. So what you do with these, you can get up in here and really get some of that dust out of the fans themselves. Just come in here and just get it. Even if it's just loosen it back up. So her PC is dirty on the outsides of it. But there again, I didn't really clean it whenever I gave it to her. So this was mine. So most of this dirt is from me. Losing my microphone here. But yeah, you come through here, just make sure you get all of it. And there again, you have harder to reach spots. You got your paintbrush. You can come in here. You know, you get it all off. I mean, go to the dollar store, literally. I mean, now, dollar store ain't a dollar store, but they're $1.25 now. But I got mine when it was still a dollar store. I've had these for a few years. But no, you can come in here and fully get a lot of that dust off of everything in here. And that's what we're wanting. We want to make sure that that dust is off so your PC stays cool. So, one more blow real quick of the air gun. Keep it clean. You know, if you do routine maintenance, it's like an oil change on your car. I mean, if you do these things right here, change out your air cleaner, change out your oil on your car, then things like this will, you know, give you the more longevity of your products. So, just so happened I finished some milk last night, which was pretty cool because I didn't really have nothing to drain it. And I don't do nothing too special. I even have a smaller brush. So, instead I have multiple items for this. So this one here is a little different. Whenever I take this one off, I don't have an actual drain port on here with the valve. Let's see. I'm trying to see because my daughter's going to be home here in a little bit. I don't actually have I forgot to order one. I knew I was something I was forgetting. I always keep in my, I have so many things in the other room. I didn't want so much big of a mess out here. But I have so many extra little pieces I like to do to drain PCs and of course keep if you ever, but draining for sure. But I thought this kit here, where a lot of my fittings had an Allen wrench in it, and it did not. So real quick, go ahead and tighten that back up. All right, so I grabbed me some paper towels. Like I said, I don't have the drain port on here, so I kind of a moron doing this. But I'm able to call myself a moron. And what are we gonna do here? And try to get all that in there. I do want to try to get this actually on there. Alright, so now I got my drain in here. What do I do with my Allen wrench? So now I'm going to take off my top one to let that air pressure out. Let it drain. There we go. Drain. Alright, I'm going to get the rest of this all drained and I'll be right back. I'm going to get all drained and get ready to fill. Okay, so I got all the blue out. So there's all the blue. There'll be a little bit of residual blue in here. So I'll let it run for about a week or so, and then I'll come back through and I'll do one more flush. I won't make a video or nothing, but I want to flush it one more time, and that'll be about the time her clear pink comes in, because like I said, she wants that pink water. So when I do mine, let's see, can I get into this video here? When I do mine, so like right here, here's my run. Get that camera in. So this run here is the radiator. So I go ahead and I fill that up, because this is right here is where I took off and to blow everything out. So I fill this one up, fills the radiator, and so the radiator's full and it's full to this point here. So to me, it makes it easier if you have parts where you can actually fill up within the loop whenever you're filling a loop. There's multiple ways of doing this. Everyone gets their own knack. So I got everything buttoned up. So I got distilled water ready to go. The only thing that really didn't get flushed too much, which is why I let it run for a little while, is the reservoir right here. So the distro plate reservoir. So, and then whenever it's bicentennial, there's these little droplets. If I remember and think about it, I'll leave a link down in the description. But you drop it in there, and you have no fungus, no nothing that grows in your system. I mean, even though it's distilled water, you can still get fungus. So my daughter's going to be walking through the door, and she's going to be like, "Ah, what's going on?" So if there's a little pause in the break of the video, that's the reason why. But I'll cut it all out. It's fine. So I fill that part up. I get my hand. I don't worry about the jumpers. I just go ahead and turn it, and then get ready with the power button down here in the back. And there. So you never want these pumps to run dry. So if you want to screw up your pump, run it dry without no water in it, and you'll learn real quick. So, but go ahead and fill this up. Again, same thing. So I'm not really too worried about, corrupting my windows or not turning off and on, because the video card ain't even plugged in it. So go ahead and turn it back on again. Again, we're wanting to see that flow of it. Like I said, I mean, I'm not worried about nothing hurting, nothing. This was the only thing I took off right here besides where I drained it from. So this is the only spot I really got to worry about if there's any water leaking from it. And as we can see right here, try to get you in shot. Oh, you're running smooth. I don't think I can get you in shot, sorry. But there will be a couple little air bubbles here and there. So the best way to get air bubbles out is to tilt. I'm gonna go ahead and kill it one more time. And then we're gonna turn it back on one more. Let that drain. Because like I said, there will be air bubbles. It will sound like a fish tank for a little bit. So if you don't have no back pressure, and some people are going to disagree with me, if you don't have no back pressure, so when you kill your system, if your water level don't rise, there's something wrong. So mine, it rises, so I just put that on there. So go ahead and turn it on. So what I do in order to get all the air bubbles out as much as I can, I need to make sure that no water is leaking. Feel it before I do anything else. So it's going to be just from the radiator that you need them air bubbles. So you put it on its end, you rock it just a little bit. And if it would boot into Windows, she does not do rainbow. Her computer is actually a pink color. So, and then of course you can go backwards with it. Just give it a little shake here and there. If you got a video card in, be careful with your video card, but you can go forward. So, I mean, I'm shocked that I didn't jump into the iGPU yet. So I'm gonna go ahead and kill it. And then I'm gonna turn on one more time. Install the video card. Hey, the video cards, man, I wish they'd make them a little easier, so a little more friendlier, so you don't feel like you're gonna break the PCI Express board off. It's crazy. So just get your 2 screws in. Magnetic screwdriver is always nice. Just remember, magnetic isn't always good for all your components. And then we'll turn this up. Need to get some angle 8 pins for this right here, now that I'm going this way with it. She's almost time for an upgrade on stuff. Actually, I'm fixing to upgrade in October to hopefully the new Intel when we get it. But if AMD keeps doing what they're doing, I might go to AMD. And I haven't been on AMD in never. I've built a few AMD setups and I didn't like it. Went back, took it back, and got an Intel. Did an Intel build instead. So. Lost one of her little characters. So now, now she has room for all these little characters on here. She can put a few more on here. So like I told her, don't do too much for the heat. Now, she can keep all her stuff here. I don't know why, but she likes this sticker right here. So. Now you know what half this stuff is that she does in here. Looks like that's Sonic, right? No, that's Five Nights at Freddy. But she'll put it all in there whenever I'm done. She'll put it back where she wants it. But, I mean, this simple maintenance, that right there, yeah, I didn't do the thermal paste because it's not running hot. I've done all my benchmarks and everything else. Everything's running good. I just noticed some of the dust in here was getting up and needed to be dusted out. So and I don't want her touching it. Anyways, again, I'm going to have a little bit of video after I set it all up, but I'm Thomas of Tomology. Thank you for watching.